Hello, hello, good afternoon, afternoon Facebook, good afternoon IG, good afternoon everybody. How you guys doing out there today? Thursday afternoon here in LA. The skies are blue, but it's a little kind of bleaky outside today. Hey Tuke, how are you? Hey, hi Maria. Thanks for jumping on. Good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon Facebook, good afternoon IG. All you guys out there, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. So anyhow, this is Elaine Proby here, back once again from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting on a Thursday afternoon Q&A. I have some very important information that we want to discuss today. So I want you guys to make notes of this. I want you guys to share this video right now. Just hit like and share so you can get some friends on here. What we're going to talk about today is going to affect you as an employee, you as a self-employed person, and you as an employer. So the business people is really going to be interested in this as well. So you guys share this video and get some friends on here. Hi Inez, how you doing? Hi Carla, how are you? Thanks for jumping on, guys. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is give you guys an update of what we going to talk about, just a few points that we're going to hit on, and it has to do with our payroll tax, and we're going to do a payroll tax update. I'm going to let you guys know how that's going to affect you as an employee, how it's going to affect the self-employed people, and how it's going to affect you as an employer, okay? So we're going to talk about one thing, the payroll tax update, pandemic payroll tax update, and the effects on you, your employer, and as a self-employed person. So once again, this is Elaine Proby from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and I own and operate a financial service business here in Los Angeles for over 35 years. We have been in the same location for over 25 actually, and have had clients that's been with us ever since the day we opened the business, which we do appreciate all you guys. Thanks for all your support over the years. And so I wanted to be able to give back to the community and assist you guys and understand some of the process that's happening right now. So as we all know, on Saturday, President Trump signed some executive orders, and I talked about a couple of those earlier this week, which had to do with the unemployment. But today, one of those orders that he signed has to do with payroll taxes, right? And so he has signed into with his executive order about cutting payroll taxes. And what I want you guys to understand that I know from a personal perspective, if you are working with an employer, you get a payroll check, and of course on your payroll check you guys notice all these different taxes that comes out of your payroll check, right? I mean, if you gross $1,000 and maybe you're taking home $800 because there's about $200 that comes out for payroll taxes. So I want you guys to first of all understand that. Okay, so hi Lorna. All right, so what happens with that $200, some of the deduction for payroll taxes has to do with your Social Security taxes. Now, the payroll tax cut that the president is talking about is only the Social Security taxes. So from your payroll check, there's Social Security that's taken out of your payroll check, okay? The amount of Social Security taxes that's taken out of your payroll check, the employer matches it. And then this money goes to the government, and it goes into the Social Security Trust Fund. So the deal is, if there is a payroll tax cut, which is only the Social Security portion that the president is talking about, it means that you won't be paying into that Social Security, so it gives you more money to take home. So his whole point is allowing the American people to take more money home from their paycheck if they don't have to pay into the Social Security taxes that you pay every single time you get a check, okay? So that's the payroll tax cut. Now, if the employee is not paying their share of the Social Security, the employer doesn't have to pay their share of the Social Security, okay? So just think about this. There's monies that the employee is going to take more money home, and the employer can hold on to that money and pay some of its other bills so it can continue to survive. That's the plan. However, there's some real problems with that, okay? So some of the problems, the Social Security taxes goes into the Social Security Trust Fund. This is monies that when you become of age and retire, you get money out of the Social Security Trust Fund, okay? So if monies are not going into the Social Security Trust Fund, then there will be a shortfall. There won't be enough money in that pot. Well, don't worry about it. The president has a plan for this. He said that he is going to make sure, if he's elected again, he's going to make sure that there's monies that's going to be taken from elsewhere to cover the shortfall. And he also said that the economy is going to be flourishing, and we will make enough money so that Social Security Trust Fund will be funded again. Okay, so that's the plan. So now you have the employee taking home more money, the employer don't have to pay into the payroll taxes, and we don't have to worry about the trust fund because it will get funded anyway. Okay, so anyway, there's another real problem with that, because what happens now, deferred means that you don't have to pay it now, but you may have to pay it later. Okay, you may have to pay that Social Security tax later. So you got your payroll check and you went home, you spent all that money. The employer used their share of that Social Security taxes that they don't pay in. They use it to pay their bills. And this is supposed to go on from September the 1st to December the 31st. Okay, so January rolls around, and what happens if they need their money back? Okay, so there is a real problem. Some of the employers is like, I'm not going to participate in that, because if they want this money back, how are we going to pay this money back? Okay, but the president have something else for you. He said that he wants to forgive. He wants to do a forgiveness on that payroll tax. So that means you don't have to pay back. So what happens if the forgiveness plan passes, if he's able to do that, right, then you don't have to pay it back. Now, only Congress can approve this. If this is approved by Congress, then of course you don't have to worry about paying that money back. However, if that doesn't happen, now you're left with some deferred payroll taxes that they have to figure out how you're going to pay it back. It's just one complicated situation after another. But how that affects you guys for right now, this is not in place yet. This has not been passed. The employers cannot start doing this right now until it actually does get signed. And so until then, this is not happening. But just to let you know, if you were making $1,000, your portion at 6.2% is like $62. It means that you would be taking home $62 more. Right now, that sounds like a lot right now, and that's out of each paycheck. So that might be some monies that we all need right now. Of course, you know, but the end results, I think what's happening is we're just playing everything by ear. Start this process if in fact they put it into effect, and then we'll see what happens at the end of the year if this is going to be forgiven. Okay, so guys, anyway, for those of you who just jumped in here today, hi Aloma, we're talking about an update on payroll taxes, and I discussing how is that going to affect you as an employee, and how it's going to affect you as an employer, and then also if you're self-employed, if you're employed, you're paying into Social Security as well. And this also will let you know that you don't have to pay your estimated taxes into Social Security for this quarter, because it's going to be deferred. And if you do have to pay back later, they said there's no interest, there's no late payment penalties, there's none of this on that money. But at the end of the day, you know, you don't want to have to come up with a lot of money, or you don't want to have to come up with additional money. So as much as this might sound like a great idea, the forgiveness part is really what we all need to have happen, right? We need to get this all forgiven. Nobody wants to come up with a sum at the end. Okay. All right, guys. So so that's what we're talking about today. Hi, Felicia. And I wanted you guys to, at the end of this session, I will answer some questions. If you want to put them up on the board, I'll come back through and answer them. I'll answer them now, or else come back through and answer them at the end. So, but for right now, I wanted you guys to understand that the payroll tax cut and payroll tax deferred is one of the executive orders signed on Saturday, and it is designed for the employee to take home more money and for the employee to not have to pay those payroll taxes in. Okay. So one more thing I wanted to add to that though, but let's say that's not going to help. It's not going to help any employer that has no employee, right? It's going to help them. So if you're not paying payroll, this is not helping you at all. So if you need money, then you're still having an issue. So what the Democrats want, they want the entire bill to get signed. There's things in that bill that's going to assist. There's additional funds for PPP loans. There's additional, money in there that's going to help the state. There's additional programs, additional grants. They want the bill that's on the table to get signed. All this other stuff is a quick fix, but the real key here is for them to go ahead and sign the bill. They have to sign the bill so that we don't have to worry about any of this stuff, right? And then think about this one. The of Americans that are unemployed, this is not going to help them. You already not having a payroll check, right? So you don't have to worry about not paying into Social Security taxes because there's no payroll check anyway. So that's not helping the millions and millions of Americans that's unemployed. So we have to, right here again, it takes us back to getting to the bill, getting it signed. It helps the unemployed. It helps the employer. It helps the entire economy. And all the quick fixes about the unemployment, quick fixes about cutting the payroll taxes, you taking home more money, is not helping the economy overall, and it's not helping the American people, right? So if you guys have any questions on that, let me know, because that is the real right now. And once again, that can't even happen. And some of the employers are not even participating in this, okay? And if you don't have a job, it's not going to affect you. And if you're self-employed and not working, it's really not going to affect you. So just think about this. It's not really going to help a lot of people. Okay. So, all right, you guys have any questions, you put them up there and let me know what those questions are. And this is the situation with payroll taxes. So it will technically not put enough money into the Social Security Trust Fund, which is a real issue. But the president thinks that he can get it funded, and we shouldn't have to worry about that, okay? So right now, I'm going to open up the floor for you guys to ask some questions if you like. And I can barely see this one over here. Is there a question over here? I can barely see. If you guys are on Facebook, put questions on Facebook. It's easier for me to see them over there. And then I answer those questions. Once again, guys, this is Elaine Proby here from PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. And so you guys know that our services includes taxes, accounting, payroll, business consultation, business formation, okay, tax problem resolution. If you or anyone have any tax problems out there that you need to resolve, you can give us a call at 323-290-9034 or visit us at our website at probyststax.com, okay? So, can you put your question maybe on Facebook? Because I don't know, it's somehow this is hard for me to read on the IG screen. And so if you get it over here, I can see it much better, okay? So you guys, if you have any questions on that, hit me up at the bottom of the screen. And also, I'll be back on next week to give you an update on what's going on with all of the financial stuff that we discussed regarding unemployment, regarding stimulus check, regarding the HEROES Act that's on the table. And the whole key is the Democrats want to make sure that the bill gets signed so that, it will resolve a lot of this problem and we're not doing these quick fixes. I still can't see what this question is over here. Can I get you to put that on Facebook? Can I get you to put that on Facebook? So hi, Ms. Lorna, thanks for jumping on. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys. Any questions over there? All right, you guys. So if you have any questions regarding the payroll taxes, now you guys also keep in mind that the payroll taxes that is taken out of your payroll check, the ones that we're talking about right now, the Social Security taxes, has nothing to do with your federal income taxes. It has nothing to do with the taxes that you get back on your refund. This has everything to do with the Social Security taxes that you get later when you get into retirement. So it won't affect your refund. If someone has that question, it won't affect your refund at all because it's not coming out of the federal income taxes, or it's not coming out of the state income taxes. It all has to do with Social Security. Okay, so I think that's it. I don't imagine that there's much more on that matter. I think the whole key here is just to make sure that we get that bill passed, and then it will solve most of this problem, and at least it'll take us into the top of next year, and hopefully all the businesses will open, people will be back at work, and the economy will get a whole lot better. Okay, so I think if there's no questions over here, I'm going to sign off. With that said, you guys, hit us up at PROBY'S Tax and Accounting. Again, at the number again here is 323-290-9034, and go to our website. All our services are there. If you have any questions, there's free 15-minute consultation as well if you give us a call at the office, and we'll be glad to take care of those for you. Okay, so with that said, I will see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye bye.